By the 1970s, the once thriving anthracite roads were struggling to survive. The long decreasing demand for coal, along with a series of other contributing factors, left these roads in spiraling financial decline. These railroads managed to keep the freight rolling into the mid-70s with little resources available. But the die was cast, and all the anthracite roads would eventually be swept into Conrail in 1976. In Volume 3 of the Anthracite Railroads in the 70s series, we'll continue our look at the ailing operations of the Lehigh Valley Railroad from Treichlers, Pennsylvania to Lockwood, New York, in the last few years leading up to Conrail.
We'll start on the CNJ side at Treichlers with JB3 coming west under the bridge. You'll notice here that the middle track and crossovers had just been taken out. This was in the process of single tracking the railroad from Treichlers to Lehigh. It's in various stages, which you'll see. You'll notice the anthracite coal on the head end. Here comes AM1. The 630 was the first of the repaints. It was painted Tuscan red with the scare stripes. Then the 627 followed with a diamond on the nose, Tuscan red. All the rest received a new Conrail red, except just a couple of them were left in the white when Conrail came along. There's the piggybacks on the head end for Mechanicville. If the Lehigh New England Bridge was there, he's about to go underneath it. They tore it out in 67 and 68, and the haunted mansion on the hill is still ahead of them. Now the Mercury 1 pulled up the chunk. This is the sewer plant crossing at Bear Mountain, and they got a pusher on the hind end of Packard. So this is Mercury 1 leaving the sewer plant at Jim Thorpe. This is a hard place to start out because you're on a grade and a 13-degree curve. Those 600s were graded pullers, though. They could start anywhere. Now you can see he's on a roll. There's the hind end out of Oak Island. Those are the Buffalo flower cars on the rear. Buffalo Creek box cars. And the pigs on the rear. There's a pusher pushing like hell on the rear. He'll be all right. This is Mercury 2. We're on our way to Sayre, and we heard Mercury 2 was getting ready to leave Coxton. This is him at Duryea at Phoenix Street Crossing. George Dressler was the engineer. He's going the opposite because there was track work on number 2 that day. There's the pushers. August 29, 74. That's milepost 178 on the cutoff. This is the Apollo coming west through Lockwood. It's July the 5th. It must be a snowstorm in New York State.